this is a really unfair question, I know, but more than one person wrote this in, or a variation of this, but several wrote in asking, one, your memories wrestling Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit, so I thought I'd give you the impossibly unfair question and ask, which one was the better wrestler?
Oh crap.
I'm sorry.
Uh yeah, I mean, for me, who would I rather wrestle? I mean, well, you can't go wrong with either one of them guys. Chris was more physical style. He could wrestle. Put this way, he was a freaking buzzsaw. I mean, he was the Tasmanian devil when he wanted to be. And he was physical. When he would hit you with a tackle, I mean, he hit you like a 300-pound man. Eddie was more of a technician, incredibly. They were so. That's an unfair question. You're right. Because
Yes.
I mean, they're put it this way, they're so good. It's just for a guy like me. I mean, you can't miss. But I guess I'd make better sense with Benoit because he could be more of a physical force in the ring.
Hmm. So
But I
he would
mean,
take the fight to you more than Eddie would, who would be
yeah,
more big
yeah.
man, little man kind of affair, I guess.
Well, Eddie would be, he would try to outsmart you. If he was healing, I mean, Eddie was one of the very best heels this business ever had. His mic skills were freaking off the chart. He could piss off everybody, and he was smart, brother. I mean, Eddie was a absolute. I mean, if the dude was about 3 inches taller and about 40 pounds heavier, and then, but it didn't matter. But I mean, yeah, he was amazing. You sit there and they talk, Flair, Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold, Taker. Eddie was as good as any one of them guys. It just wasn't probably better. You know what I mean? And I mean, and it's like we're talking last night. If you had, the Mount Rushmore, I says you could put four names up there, and I'll come back with four. Then you come back with four, and I come back with four. It's like, when do you get there's so many great workers, and it's insane.
Mm.
I mean, who really is I mean, the exposure, or there's so many guys.
Well, if you let's say you're back in 1990 or wherever it was, and you had to wrestle one for the rest of your career, who would you prefer, Eddie or Chris? And that might also go towards how much your body could take working with Chris versus Eddie, I guess, as well. But
Oh,
one of them, who would you pick?
well, I'd rather work with Eddie because he's going to come up with more stuff than you. I mean, I used to go to Eddie. I says, Eddie, I feel like I need a little help. I'd ask him about watch my match, and I need to burn a little bit more time doing this, doing that. He'd watch my match, and he would come up with things. The dude was like, he just knew it. I mean, he lived it. It was in his blood. Benoit, same way. But Eddie, he could put this way, I could have five matches at Eddie, and they'd all be completely different. And if I had five barn burners with Benoit, they'd pretty much all be the same.
Hmm.
See what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
If nothing else, I think Eddie Guerrero has the ability to the Larry Zabisco stall, I
Shit.
guess, as well. He could.
Brother, and the thing about it is, it's all going to make sense.
Mhm.
It ain't gonna, that's the same thing with Rey Mysterio. I mean, these smaller fellas they wrestle big guys, and they make it okay almost. I mean, Ray went on that little run in WCW where he took Bam Bam, Kevin, me, and it was, when the worst thing that's ever happened. I mean,